All right, day 9. The heat wave continues. Yesterday was 39, today was 42, but it felt much hotter. And we had a little rain, some raindrops, which was very nice, very welcomed. The stash is coming along really. It is peak stash, so I'm very happy that this disguise is working. Everybody talks to me. There's these people who want to shine my shoes or clean my sneakers. They talk to me in Hindi, so I'm good. Like, I got it. So for day 9, yesterday I went to McDonald's because I couldn't find this restaurant, this South Indian restaurant, but today I found it. I guess I took a wrong turn somewhere. It didn't register on my GPS. But it's called Dasa Prakash, and it is South Indian food. And the moment you go in, you realize that there's a lot of lotus flowers, and lotus flowers is related to Hinduism. And the lotus flower is basically, when you make puja, when you worship, it's a flower act. So the lotus flower is central to Hinduism. And I asked the waiter, the head waiter, it seems, and he was so kind. He took me for a tour of the restaurant, and he was like basically saying that this restaurant is a religious expression. The food has a touch of God, right? So it's significant. This is very important. So I had a couple of southern Indian dishes. For the first I had was an idol, IDIL, which is a big rice cake, and I took a picture. And so that's this big rice cake, this white thing, right? Then I had a vada. That is a donut. It looks like a donut, but it's not sweet at all. It's savory. Then I had this mini masala dosa, which is like a crepe with there was something inside. It's a crepe. Then I had the upma. Well, yeah, the mini masala dosa. And then I had the upma, which is the semolina. I thought it was mashed potatoes, but it's that with some, I guess, veggies. And then finally I had kava kesani, which is the semolina as well. I thought it was sweet potato. So I've never heard of any of these dishes before, ever, any of these dishes, because what we know as Indian food in the West is basically North Indian cuisine. North Indian cuisine is substantially different from Southern. It's like it might as well be two countries. And I still have to go over this, but my working hypothesis is that these differences are because of the different geography. Like in the South, they eat a lot of things with coconut milk. In the North, it's a bit different. It's more gravy. It's more, I guess, saucy. I think there's other ingredients that they use because of the geography, but also because of the different external influences, right? So the different empires that created trade networks, this would be essential. So the North, this is what I'm having for dinner. I'm having Mughlai chicken, which is from the Mughals, right? The Mughals, who basically conquered much of India in the 18th, 19th centuries. And so this is going to be drastically different from lunch. Interestingly as well, there was also some Chinese food on the menu. But it got me thinking, is Southern cuisine, is that going to be like Kerala is not majority Hindu. And then in Goa, there's a sizable Roman Catholic population, but I get these would be converts, and so I assume that these would be converts. But in this particular case, is it because that the Southern Indian experience is more of the, it's more of concentration of Hinduism, or in the North you'd have Muslims and Sikhs and other religions, especially Muslims, and that might have had an influence. So I was encouraged to do a second trip to that restaurant, which I'll do not tomorrow, but the day after tomorrow, to explore this situation a bit further, because I was intrigued. I've never had food like that before. Was it my favorite? Not really. I didn't quite like it that much. It's very loud. I don't know if you hear any of that. Sometimes I'm woken up at 2 o'clock in the morning with that, because they, unfortunately for me, they put me right next to the staff room, and basically that's everybody goes to chill on their phone and talk really loudly. So unfortunately, it hasn't been a bother to me, fortunately, but unfortunately do have these sorts of outbursts. But you know, and when you go to a store and you ask a question, like when I was looking for a SIM card, I would go, "Okay, I'm looking for a SIM card," and they'd go, "What?" And I would have to go like that because I can't hear anything. So yeah, so that was the expedition today. It's incredibly hot, but again, it was raining. But today is in Moglu. Oh my goodness, it's a different color. It's creamy. Oh no, I don't know. I hope it tastes good. This is it. It's not that appetizing. Doesn't look that appetizing. But... oh no, it's cream. Let's try it. Definitely creamy. Let's read the description. I'm also having pan. Not pan. What's it called? You know, the bread. So this is Moglai, after the Mughal Empire. Chicken Mughlai, fresh chicken simmered in tomato, onion and cashew nut based gravy, garnished with coriander. Well, I don't see any coriander, but chicken simmered in rich tomato, onion and cashew nut based gravy. I feel like that's cream, but it doesn't say cream. So I'm gonna wash my hands because I touched the menu. And I know I can't pause it, right? Just chill. Look, I don't know how to edit videos. It's just how it is, right? So anyway, let's take a bite of this chicken and hopefully it's cooked all the way. Hannah's, you're gonna get in trouble. Oh, I splashed. Luckily, just on the table. Yeah. I mean, that's a thing, you know. It is a bit of a spice, but it's not that powerful in terms of spice. Northern Indian cuisine is not known for spiciness. I mean, it's spicy, but it's not as. I guess it's growing on me. And you gotta eat something, right? I mean, that's the thing. And this is kind of different, so. But it's very hot. Yeah. It reminds me of chicken Alfredo. It tastes creamy. Oh, the Indian food from this the southern Indian food was indeed all vegetarian, and I'm sure there's some non-vegetarians on the menu, but like Hinduism, for the most part, is about vegetarianism. Respect for all creatures and whatnot. So, yeah, that's nice. So tomorrow, I want to try Sikh cuisine, Punjab cuisine. There's a Punjab in Pakistan as well. I think that's what the P is for in Pakistan. Because it's an amalgamation of states. So that's pretty much northern India. So I'm going to try that tomorrow. It's called Punjab Grill, I believe. That's pretty good. So I'll do that. I have to get some more money from the bank. But it's only a couple more days. And I've got a lot of good stuff. The one person I was interviewing has asked for an extension for Tuesday, so Tuesday it is. We're supposed to meet tomorrow, but it's okay. And there's two other people that I haven't heard back from, which is sad because they're both really interesting. I really wanted to meet them, but I've sent 2 emails to each. Maybe that got cold feet. Maybe they'll email me later and say they were busy, and then I'll get it later. Cinnamon. Cinnamon. That's another thing about Northern Indian cuisine. Very much related to Persia, very close to Afghan, kind of like GT Road we talked about. So that's the plan. This is a rough terrain. Delhi is rough. From the spitting and the heat and the crazy taxis and the constant botheration from everyone asking you if you want your shoes shined or if you want to take a ride in their tuk-tuks. It's not my favorite place by any means. I thought Greece was stressful. This is something else. The constant honking, the heat wave. So, but we've got a lot done. We just got to keep going until we're done. All right, well, thank you so much, and talk to you next time.